So my name's Martyn Roberts. I'm the founder of Fashion Scout. We're one of the delivery partners for Creative DNA, which you can see all around me here. So this design is using natural materials. You can see she's using natural materials and such. So it's about working and how it's all been made. It's been all handmade. If you support the creative industries, whether it's fashion, art, music, but particularly fashion, then they add value. So sustainability can mean many different things to different people. What I see in Africa is sustainability and ethicalness is about working with the right people, working with the artisans, seamstresses, workforce, and treating them well.
Can you introduce yourself and how do you see Nairobi Designer Week 2024?
Thank you. So my name's Martyn Roberts. I'm the founder of Fashion Scout. We're one of the delivery partners for Creative DNA, which you can see all around me here at Nairobi Design Week. Nairobi Design Week is such an exciting place to be. We're seeing a whole range of great talents, whether they're fashion, product design, everything is here, and it's been a wonderful place to be.
So, Robert, how do you see fashion industry in Africa?
So the fashion industry in Africa is in its early stages. Yes, there has been some brands that have been around for a while, and yes, there's been manufacturers, but so many designers that are the most exciting ones are the ones that are just starting out. They've been working brand new, or maybe over the last 5 years. The future is bright. We see a lot coming from the continent.
You have met many different African fashion designers, and during the panel we talked about sustainability. How do you see sustainable fashion in Africa according to the outfit you see back to these creators?
So sustainability can mean many different things to different people. What I see in Africa is sustainability and ethicalness is about working with the right people, working with the artisans, seamstresses, workforce, and treating them well, looking at how you can make the minimum impact on the environment. And this goes hand in hand, and people respect that and value that. Something that's handcrafted, well thought out, sustainable, people will pay more for that.
Talking about the pricing, let's talk about the price. Some people, they say fashion in Africa is expensive, especially made in Africa, comparing it to made in China. To you, how do you see the pricing for Kenyan fashion designers, especially when you see around what's here?
Some people will say that fashion that's made in Africa is expensive, but there's also part of their vision has been blurred by all of the second-hand and all of the cheap fashion that's been dumped onto the continent. This has devalued what they think fashion should be. The reality is, for something that's handmade, for something that's well-made, that's going to last a long time, that's supporting the community, it's not going to be the cheapest, but nor should it be. We don't want that to be like that. Factories can put out hundreds and thousands of items, but it means nothing. For fashion to have meaning, for it to have soul, then you've also sometimes got to pay a bit more for it, but then you can treasure it and love it forever.
The two last questions, it's one is about raw material. Let's move around to see, for example, let's look at this Robert. Yep. If you look at this dress, let's look at this design. How do you see the sustainability within that design?
So this design is using natural materials. You can see she's using natural materials and such. So it's about working and how it's all been made. It's been all handmade. So how it's been made is an interesting way. It helps communities, it helps seamstresses, it helps craftspeople. This isn't for everybody to wear. I don't know if I would be wearing it myself, but this then appears in music videos, it appears on celebrities, and people see it and are inspired, and then this will lead on to others doing things.
You have a message you can send it to African government to support creative industry, specifically fashion industry, and also a message to fashion designers in general.
So my message to governments all over the world, but particularly across this continent, don't race to the bottom. It's not about having economic development zones or factories that churn out large numbers, about it being cheaper, because you're just competing with another country and another country and another country. If you support the creative industries, whether it's fashion, art, music, but particularly fashion, then they add value. Then people will be prepared to pay more for things. They value what's around them. They value the artisans. The exports are worth more. It adds value to the whole economy.
Thank you so much, Martyn. I
You're
appreciate
very
it.
welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Cool.